Three kings.
Iron Fist. Everything I touch, I own. From the inside out. Iron Fist. Built the grip before they knew what I was about. Iron Fist. Not the loudest, the most permanent thing in the room. Iron Fist. I've been holding this since before they understood the bloom.
There is a specific kind of hold that only comes from building the thing you're holding out the thumbs on. Of someone handed something to full hand. Someone who assembled it, who planned every joint and tested every angle before committing the weight. How or what I built with the fitting precision of understanding, not the white knuckle fear of losing something. The full knowledge of what's here and what it took to put it here. That's an iron grip, not by virtue of the strength of the fist, but the relationship between the hand and the object. I know every component of what I'm holding. Every fairy tale of overnight is just a compression of a decade's work into a headline. The obsession with the arrival, erasing the construction. I will not let the construction disappear. The function of everything I made depends on keeping the building in the story, not just the sleeping in the spotlight version where the work became invisible. I am the record that the work was indivisible from the outcome. Every bar is evidence that something real was built here. Iron dense, iron permanent. And if you shake it, you will feel it doesn't move. Because I made it from the ground up with my hands in a room that nobody index. Iron comes from the womb of a process that requires pressure and heat and time. And I have been through all three, and the rhyme is the iron, and the iron holds. Since before they understood the bloom. Let me tell you about the specific temperature required to turn raw material into something permanent. Because iron doesn't start as iron. Iron starts as ore inside a mountain, locked in parts of rock that look like nothing until someone knows what they're looking at. I was someone who learned the look of the ore inside the damage of everything I came from. Learned to manage the extraction, the separation of the thing that would become the iron from the suffering that surrounded it, and then the heat, the specific temperature you have to meet to make the transformation happen. Not symbolic, literal, the year where everything felt demonic and impossible. That was the furnace, and I stayed in the furnace. That's a service. The worst years actually performing, not punishment. The production, the refinement, the adjustment of the material from raw to ready, and the ready version is what you're listening to. Every bar made before I made this one was coke and carbon burning off, and what emerged from the specific combination of the heat and the pressure in the years is not repeat able by any method that skips the process. I am the result of the fucking process, not the shortcut, the full transformation from order iron to the demonstration that it holds. That is the hardest thing in the room, cause it paid the cost of being in the hardest thing in the furnace first. I was the ore, I came out iron. That is the story. Iron Fist, everything I touch I own from the inside out. Iron Fist, built the grip before they knew what I was about. Iron Fist, not the loudest, the most permanent thing in the room. Iron Fist, I've been holding this since before they understood the bloom. I save the close for the close because the close requires the full inventory. What the most permanent thing in the room actually means to everything else in the room. Iron convenes a different conversation than the temporary. I am the stationary point in the dictionary of the room. Everything else is a function of where I sit. Every junction and every angle and every exit and entrance is calculated in relation to the distance from the iron fixed point. I am not aggressive about this. Iron doesn't need to be passive about its density. It demonstrates it by existing, by remaining. When everything rated and permanent is left, and everything leaves eventually except what was built to stay. And the penalty for building to stay is the process, voice to describe. Nobody gets to be permanent and also prescribed the easy force. I went through the furnace and the compression in the years before the surface. So what I am was riddable, and the surface is the summer.